Hello, welcome back to Renegade Gamers channel. I'm Renegade Gamer. We're playing Back to the Future.
What kind of trouble is Doc in, Einie? Why couldn't
Yes.
Doc have invented a dog translator?
Very informative.
Starbase Zero. I hope Jimmy's fixed the Wild Gunman machine. I guess there's time for a quick game. Okay, now I'm ready.
Yeah, I can see that. Oh, there's a buzzer over here. And a liquor store.
I see you sneaking into that liquor store, young man!
Okay, what's up with the old bat?
A1 Liquor. I like the new bars Mr. Figgins put on the windows. Very secure.
Alright, so it's got to be the buzzer. Besides, Iams all over the door. Really?
Step away from the door! Now, let me get a look at you.
Einstein, come on!
Just as I suspected. Hooligans! Get along now! Scat!
I'm not a hooligan, ma'am. I'm a teenager.
I wasn't born yesterday, young man. Aren't you the miscreant who skateboards through the town square every morning between 8 and 8:30 in a decidedly unpunctual manner?
Yeah?
All skateboarders are hooligans. It's a fact. Look it up. State your business, child. You're making me miss Merv.
Well, see, that's the thing. I'm not sure why I'm here. Einstein here brought me, and...
Well?
E. Strickland. You aren't related to, Vice Principal Strickland, are you, ma'am?
Not that it's any of your business, but I'm his sister, Edna. Oh, and you're one of those McFly slackers, aren't ya?
Yes, what's old man Strick? I mean, what else has your brother been saying about me?
Nothing I couldn't have deduced for myself, slacker.
Can you let me in? I've got something to show you.
What is it? Let me see. A shoe? Now what would I want with a... Huh? Stay there!
What? You ever seen a guy with shoes before? What, I gotta say.
Leave that creature outside!
Sorry, Einstein.
You have to hang out here, bud. Yeah, deal with the old bat.
Well, took you long enough.
There's a lot of stairs.
To return the shoe, I mean. I lost it ages ago. You can put it down next to the other one. Much better. So neat and orderly. I suppose you'll be wanting some sort of reward now.
No,
All I've got is tea and candy.
But...
I'm sorry I called you a hooligan. I try not to jump to conclusions, but after all, 9 out of 10 people in this city are hooligans. It's a fact. Look it up. Have a seat, Sonny.
This kind of woman would drive me nuts.
Don't touch those!
Okay.
My newspapers are in pristine condition and meticulously organized. Not about to let some street punk get jam all over them.
I jammed it.
Oh, I wouldn't do that if I were you. Ms. Pretty Whiskers is very particular about who handles her food.
The candy looks older than I am.
What's...
Man, she keeps it hot in here.
That's the kettle. I'll be right back with some tea. And don't touch anything.
Well, I guess I can check the newspapers now.
Juveniles collide with manure truck. Nice picture. Brown Mansion destroyed. 1962. No, that's not where Doc's stranded. I don't even know where to start looking for clues in these stacks. Wish I could narrow it down to a year at least. Jeez, they all look like they've got sticks up there.
What's that, dear?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Cat Really? Cat trophies?
Stop looking at me.
Yeah, that's peculiar. The water still hasn't come to a boil.
Well, let's talk to her, see if we can find some information out there.
Miss Strickland?
Jack! Diane! I know what you're doing behind that tree!
Yes? Do you remember when you lost your shoe?
Shoe?
That shoe over there.
Oh, that shoe! Hi, what a nosy Nelly! No one likes a busybody, you know.
But
Oh, fine, let me think about it. Yes, I remember. I lost it in a scuffle with a dog. Oh, when was it? Oh, yes, the day that speakeasy burned down.
a speakeasy in Hill Valley?
Don't act so surprised, young man. Your generation doesn't hold a copyright on moral depravity, you know. Sin has been on the prowl in Hill Valley since the day it was founded.
Wow, a speakeasy. That must have been wild. Is it true they used to drink gin out of slippers like my grandma said?
Romanticize the past, young man. Prohibition was a time when gangsters ruled the town while honest citizens quaked in their beds.
So where was it? That speakeasy that burned down, I mean.
That was ages ago. If you're looking for bootleg hooch.
No, I'm just curious, that's all. I'm a student of history.
Student of history, my Aunt Fanny. Yeah, your generation of hooligans and slackers could give two ripe figs about history.
Miss Strickland?
Oh, video store!
Huh?
The speakeasy used to be hidden in plain sight down there in the town square, right where that disgusting videotape rental store squats today.
So the video store building must have gone up after the speakeasy burned down.
Following year, as I recall.
Wait. The speakeasy went down in Prohibition. Well, she didn't say it went down in Prohibition. Okay, yeah, I guess that makes sense. But she didn't actually say it went down during Prohibition. I don't know. Anyway,
What's with all these newspapers?
This is my personal archive. I've got every issue of the Hill Valley Telegraph ever published.
Get out. Every single issue?
From 1871 to the present. If it happened in Hill Valley, you'll find it in my stacks.
I guess somewhere in these stacks there must be an article about the speakeasy burning down.
Naturally. I probably wrote it myself. I was quite a reporter back in the day.
Any idea what date that article came out?
Well, obviously the day after the speakeasy burned down.
Doing some stargazing?
No, I set my sights on lower things. Is that? Tannen! Get away from that hubcap before I call your father!
Tiff? I didn't know Biff had a kid.
Don't let me keep this on your business.
You there! Don't even think about tossing that Kleenex on the ground!
Okay, so she used to be a reporter. Speakeasy burnt down. The video store went up. That's when she lost the shoe. Alright, we need to get her away from the chair again.
There's the whistle! Surely the water's boiling by now.
Alright. So I'm guessing binoculars.
Hey, mind if I use your binoculars for a sec?
Go ahead, dear.
Valley Video. 1932.
Rebuilt in February 1932. So the fire must have happened before then. But when? I need a date.
Don't look at me. I'm far too old for you.
I mean, I guess they could have rebuilt the building and later it became a video store, but it's a real odd way to put it. Alright, we need to get her away and check the newspapers.
There's the whistle! Surely the water's boiling by now.
Let's see. Ground broken on site of former speakeasy. Singer vanishes. Hill Valley Expo delights crowd. Soup kitchen exposed. Here we go. Speakeasy arsonist slain. Legal procedure gave way to old-fashioned vengeance last night when a mob descended on the Hill Valley Police Station. The suspect in the speakeasy arson case, a drifter known as Carl Sagan, was pulled from his... Carl Sagan? It's Doc! Killed by a mob. What's the date? June 14th, 1931. Jeez, I gotta rescue him.
My newspapers!
Sorry, Miss Strickland. Let me...
No! You've gotten my history out of order! Oh, do you know how long it'll take to fix what you've done? Oh, get out! Get out! Get out! Help! Police! I'm being attacked by hooligans!
Marty! Where you been, son? And what are you doing in that getup?
It's a costume. Tonight's the big, Halloween party.
Halloween party? In May?
Oh, yeah.
Never mind, you don't have to explain. I'm sure whatever it is you're up to, you know what you're doing, right?
I hope so.
Hey, sometimes you gotta go out on a limb for the ones you love, right? Wish my dad had understood that. You won't stay away too long.
You'll barely know I was gone. You ready to go, Einstein?
I don't remember the date. I know it's 1931. Alright.
Time circuits on. Flux capacitor, fluxy. Okay, if Doc's gonna get killed on June 14th, 1931, I'll just show up the day before and get him out. I hope you know what you're doing, Doc.
Car in the future.
Einstein, where'd you go now, boy?
This is more my thing. I'm a big fan of 1930s, 1920s. Soup kitchen, police station. Almost got hit by a car.
Young man! Excuse me, young man!
Who, me?
You're the only man in the street, and I'm looking for a man-in-the-street reaction. Naturally, you know about the explosion that destroyed this illegal gin establishment.
I read about it, yeah.
What's your opinion of Carl Sagan, the stranger who single-handedly did what the law has been unable to do for 10 long years, namely, rid Hill Valley of the scourge of liquor?
How'd Doc get himself into...
Doc?
Doc is his nickname. I'm good friends with Carl.
You are? Really? Oh, but I need an unbiased opinion for my story. Pretend you don't know him. How would you feel about his heroic act of destruction?
There's gotta be some sort of mistake here. Carl wouldn't do something like that.
It's surprising the lengths a person will go to when it's a clear-cut matter of right and wrong. You've got an honest look about you. You do support the side of righteousness, I trust.
I mean, it's a freaking speakeasy. To be honest with you, I don't have an issue with it, but I know back in that time period, it was, speakeasies were also providing a lot of money for the gangsters. But I also don't support bombing the damn place. But I also don't think Doc's dumb enough to do that. On the other hand, yeah, I guess I'm just against it. So.
Well, I'm not so big on bomb blasts.
Yes, but this bomb blasted a speakeasy, the very symbol of lawlessness and corruption. You're all for cleaning up the town, aren't you? Do you have a message for the vicious gangsters who still roam these streets, no doubt plotting to corrupt our citizens with another den of booze, sin, and debauchery?
Ask him where I can get the address.
Ah, I see! Because you want to blast it to smithereens just like Carl Sagan did. With public-spirited citizens like you around, the lawless element will be on the run in no time. Mr. May I get your name?
Yeah, it's...
So we got the Godfather, we got Dirty Harry, and I know Sonny Crockett. Where did I know Sonny Crockett from? Oh man, I cannot think of where I know that from. I gotta go with my man, Dirty Harry.
Harry Callahan.
Thank you for sharing your candid opinions, Mr. Callahan. Edna Strickland, Hill Valley Herald.
I know. I met you back. I mean, I'm familiar with your work.
You read my column? How sweet! I know it's just an etiquette column, but I believe it'll lead to bigger and better... Oh!
Einstein, no. Down, boy.
Is this wretched creature yours? He assaulted me once before.
What's got into you?
Aggressive dogs must be kept on leash at all times. It's the law. Look it up.
Doc. I gotta find Doc.
She was quite the looker back in the day. While walking, press and hold circle to make a run. Okay. Wow, that is barely a run.
Hey, can I get some moose?
What does this look like? A hunting lodge?
Oh, you can't. Ah, well, whatever.
I guess this is where the speakeasy burned down. How'd Doc ever get mixed up in that?
Good question.
I wonder who really burned down the speakeasy.
You gonna buy anything?
No.
Then get out!
Hello?
No solicitors!
Got it. Bank of something or other.
Bank of Italy?
Today's special. Yesterday's soup. Furry or something?
Lamont's House of Ermine. I guess there's not much call for fur coats in the middle of the Depression, especially in June.
I would have never guessed that's what it was, but I've never heard it called that before.
I'm not so sure I want to stay in a place that welcomes transients. Wow, looks like they used a real shark.
Never bathed in the ocean again. The Jaws joke continues. Sign? Alright, let's go see Heine.
Hey, how you doing, Heine? Hey, how you doing, Heine? I don't think Doc would appreciate me whacking his dog in the nose.
Oh, and that's not what I wanted to do. Wow. Okay, I can't see. Well, we discovered the plot. All right.
McFly!
Biff? Kid! Grandpa?
That's Mr. Tannen to you, Artie. What are you doing out here?
Well, I was getting kind of hungry, so I figured I'd come down here for some free soup.
Just thought I'd come down for some soup. Think, McFly. The DA's throwing around subpoenas like Babe Ruth.
I don't think Ruth's a pitcher anymore.
Shut it! If one of those subpoenas landed in the hands of my number cruncher, I'd be in a whole lot of trouble. I could even get sent up the river. You wouldn't want that, would you? Would you?
No, of course not, kid.
All right, that's better. What are you looking at, punk?
Keep your eyes on the soup, kid.
Well?
Well, what?
Well, what are you still doing here?
Sorry, kid. I'll just run back to the safe house.
You do that. And McFly,
Yes?
that hat's too flashy. You better let me hold on to it. Now scram!
You got it, boss.
And don't come out until I give you the all clear. I swear, if even one of you mooks could add 2 plus 2 without your fingers, I'd dump that wimp into the lake. Hey! Anyway, I'm off to make myself irresistible. Don't let anyone burn down the shop while I'm gone.
Well, that tells us a lot.
Maybe I should go to the jail and talk to Doc before I start dialing random people in 1931.
Nah, let's just call
Maybe
anybody.
I should go to the jail and talk to Doc before
All
I start
right,
dialing random people in 1931. Lazy hands make a man poor, but diligent hands bring wealth. Maybe that's my problem. Lazy hands.
Not getting in that
No
way.
way I'm gonna keep that door open without some help. Okay. Hey, never mind.
T-ball. Oh, is that the guy's name?
Okay. Hey, never mind.
I guess that's the guy's name. Oh, okay. There was a dude sitting over here.
I better not talk to him. I don't want to mess up his timeline.
Okay.
The kitchen's for management only, rummy.
Whoa! Looks like these pipes go into the basement. Nice rack.
Yeah, we got all kinds of culinary enhancements back there.
I don't actually know if we were supposed to do that, go out, leave, or what. But that's okay.
Doc!
Marty,
Doc!
what are you doing here?
You sent for me, Doc.
I did? When?
May 14th, 1986.
1980? The automatic retrieval system, of course. I'd almost forgotten about that.
So what's our plan for getting you out of here?
Plan? We don't need a plan.
We don't.
Not in the slightest. The police picked me up for that speakeasy fire a couple of weeks ago, but the DA hasn't got a case. They're releasing me tomorrow morning.
So basically, I traveled 50 years into the past to deliver your car?
Sorry about that, but it's so wonderful to see you. We have a lot of catching up to do.
Yeah, you might want to hold off on that, Doc.
Great Scott! I'm going to be gunned down by gangsters on the steps of the courthouse.
Why would they do that?
Guess they didn't approve of my burning down their speakeasy.
Very funny, Doc. Maybe now we should come up with a plan?
A plan? Right. But what?
Why don't we tell the authorities?
Tell them what? That my friend from the future has proof that I'll be murdered tomorrow? They'd ship us both off to the loony bin. And trust me, you don't want to see the inside of a 1931 insane asylum.
No, you don't.
Why don't I take the DeLorean, go back in time before you were arrested, and stop you from getting caught in the first place?
Don't even think about it. Without my unjust incarceration, the events that sent you into the past might never happen, resulting in a paradox of continuum-shattering proportions.
Jeez, we've been back together for 5 minutes, Doc. You're already talking about the end of the universe. I've missed that.
Don't be ridiculous, Marty. I was only referring to the end of the universe as we know it.
Why don't we try to tough it out? Now that we know what's coming, maybe we sneak it past the gangsters with a bulletproof vest or something.
That might work with 1 or 2 bullets, but from the looks of this article, it appears that I'm going to be mowed down in a hail of Tommy gun fire that rendered the innocent stranger little more than a pulpy mass of bones and gristle.
Who writes like that?
According to the byline, one Edna Strickland.
I should have guessed. Hey, maybe I could talk to the gangsters. Tell them they're about to shoot the wrong guy.
I don't think the criminals of this era are going to be very receptive to a complete stranger telling them that their secret assassination plan is misguided. Do you?
I bring up a good point.
Well, I suppose I could just get some dynamite and break you out of jail.
No, that's far too dangerous. Not just to me, but to random innocent people in the past. The repercussions could be... That's it!
What's it?
My rocket-powered drill.
You have a rocket-powered drill?
Not yet. I haven't built it yet.
You've lost me, Doc.
Listen, a few months ago, my 17-year-old self sent in a patent application for a rocket-powered drill. I abandoned the project after I never heard back from the patent office, but the prototype should be nearly complete.
Great, I'll just run back to your lab and...
No, I said nearly complete. You'll need me to help you finish it.
How the hell am I supposed to sneak a half-finished rocket-powered drill into your cell?
Not me! 1931 me!
Wait a minute, Doc. You want me to convince your 1931 self to build a rocket-powered drill to break you out of jail?
Precisely!
Okay.
Won't talking to yourself cause, irreparable damage to the space-time continuum or something?
It should be fine. I've already invented the idea of the rocket drill. You've just got to goad my younger self into finishing the prototype.
How am I supposed to convince your younger self to finish the rocket drill? Just tell him I need to break his older self out of jail?
Absolutely not. Whatever you do, you can't tell my younger self anything about time travel. I won't come up with the inspiration for the flux capacitor for another 24 years.
Then what am I supposed to...
Just be your charming self. From what I remember, I'm a pretty easygoing kid, so enlisting me in a scientific adventure should be a piece of cake.
Okay, let's say I go along with this crazy idea. Where can I find you? I mean, the other you.
How should I know? It was over 50 years ago. Why don't you go over to the soup kitchen next door and give my house a call? They'll know where to find me.
Soup kitchen. Got it.
Just stay away from the soup. It'll cause irreparable damage to your digestive system.
I guess I better get started. Don't worry, Doc. I'll get you out of here in no time.
I'm not worried. Once you and my younger self put your heads together, you'll be unstoppable.
All right. Well, this is where we're going to end. So next time, I guess we're going to the soup kitchen to make the phone call and build the rocket power drill with Doc Brown's younger self. That should be interesting to see. Till then, I'm Renegade Gamer. Y'all take it easy, and I'll catch you next time.